Hi there guys, my name's John from ActiveJR.com, and for those of you who've been watching my channel over the last couple of months will have noticed I did a video about the GPS accuracy of the Garmin Fenix 5X. Now, a number of you asked questions whether I'd done an analysis or whether I compared it to the devices, and I did do. I compared it to an Apple Watch 2 and also a GPS in a phone device. Now, recently Suunto sent over the Suunto Spartan HR, and also TomTom sent the TomTom Adventurer. So what I decided to do is, whilst I was testing both of these out and using them for the preparation for the review, I decided to do a GPS test. So I got all three watches and I went out for a bike ride. So before we get started, I'd like to remind you in the description below there's links to all of these watches. And at the moment, because of the end of the month, the retailers that I mentioned have got some great offers on at the moment, so check those out. And also subscribe to my channel, as it'd be really appreciated. And also, if you want to leave a comment below, if you've got a question, please do so. I'm quite active in the comments and I will give you a response. And finally, check out my other social platforms, ActiveJR Official on both Instagram and Facebook, and also my website, ActiveJR.com. So before I take you into the results, I want to tell you about how I set up this test and the type of ride that I went on. So I connected all three devices to the handlebars of my bike. I disabled all speed sensors that were connected to any of the devices. The only things that were connected were heart rate monitors and a power meter to the Garmin Fenix 5X. Now, this would have no bearing on the GPS accuracy. It was simply to export power meter data for another test that I'm carrying out. So nothing should be interfering, and we should have no inaccurate reads when it comes to speed or distance travelled. So as part of this test, I also plotted the route in Strava, and it clocked at about 17.1 k with about 47 minutes. So I wanted to use this data as the baseline data for when I was looking back post-ride and looking at the different rides. First up is the Garmin Fenix 5X, and it clocked a 45 minutes and 31 second ride with a distance of 17.13 kilometers with an average speed of 22.6 k. Now, looking at the Strava route for this, that is roughly in line with what I was expecting. So now moving on to the Suunto Sport HR. This clocked at 45 and 37 seconds. Now, the slight difference by about 30 seconds there, but that is down to the time it took to stop the device, with a distance of 17.06 and an average speed of 22.4 kilometers. So as you can see, still pretty much in line with the Garmin Fenix 5X, and both devices so far in line with each other. Then moving on to the TomTom Adventurer, it clocked at 45 minutes exactly with a distance travelled of 17.01 and an average speed of 22.68. Now, as you can see here, all three devices are in line with each other, give or take some slight variance. So what does this information tell us? Well, it certainly tells me that the Garmin Fenix 5X, comparing to the Strava data, is pretty accurate. And also looking at the other two devices, it's accurate compared to them. So overall, I think the TomTom Adventurer is a pretty good accurate when it comes to GPS, and so is the Suunto Spartan HR. But certainly what it does, it reinforces for me that the Garmin Fenix 5X GPS accuracy is okay and it's where it needs to be. So I'm not sure where lots of these people's complaints are coming from, because I've used it now for a variety of different activities and found it really accurate. But if, however, you've got a comment or something based on your experience, please leave it in the comment below. We can have a debate about it. But here are my findings, and these are based on my use and also compare it to other devices. So guys, thanks very much for watching this video. If you'd like to give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel, as it's really appreciated. Thanks very much, and I will speak to you all soon.